Is Remy throwing shots? Is Remy throwing shade at Mistress Claressa Shields via Cardi B's new song? We are going to get into all of it. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Remy Ma, Slim Rim. You know what I'm saying? Remy Network, the mogul. Watch how you talk to her. She's a mogul. That Remy Ma. Because I believe she's throwing a little shade. She's giving a little bit of an answer, you know what I'm saying, to Claressa's latest bogus interview that she did where she cannot keep Remy's name out of her mouth, right? Here's the thing. Remy has been relatively quiet until this year. You know what I'm saying? Initially, there was the back and forth with Pap when everything got exposed. That Pap was entangled with Claressa, you know what I'm saying, while sleeping on Remy's couch. And then Claressa and Pap decided to do a press tour and just lie to lie. And Remy kept telling them, if you keep mentioning my name, if you keep talking about me, I am going to respond. And so then it was quiet on the creek. You know what I'm saying? It was quiet on the creek. Pap understood what that meant. But Claressa still was trying to throw little shots here and there, primarily in the comments, primarily in the DMs, you know what I'm saying, on the Facebook and all the things, and allegedly under the burner accounts. But see, now what's happening, what happens with all mistresses that had convinced themselves that the husbands that they're sleeping with are going to leave their wives. Reality has set in for Claressa that Pap is not trying to ever get a divorce from his wife, right? So what do, right? You take it out on Remy. So all this press, all this promo that Claressa Shields is doing for her upcoming fight on August 15th, that, again, nobody's interested in, nobody cares about, everyone thinks is going to be a waste of everybody's time because you have an undercard of Zeus Network. You got backlash for that. You thought having Zeus Network, the tickets were going to sell out. It didn't. So now you have to add real fighters to the fight, but people still feel away about the main fight. You couldn't get any celebrity endorsements. The best you could do was Monique to promote your fight. So now you're back at square one. You have a janky meet and greet, you know what I'm saying? Trying to bring publicity and bring interest, but the people don't care. The people do not care. And now that your interviews have been coming out, nobody is clipping you talking about boxing. Nobody is clipping you talking about your career or any of the things. Everything that the people are clipping has to do with Remy Ma, because like I said, Remy Ma is the female algorithm. She is the motion. And you keep mentioning her name. You keep copying everything about her because of your insecurity. Because Pap has not let go of his wife. And your one-sided competition with her, your obsession with all things Remy, is really why you're mad. That you got the So-So-D husband. You're allegedly financing him to keep him around. And acting crazy, hauling off slapping Alicia Baumgartner for comments that she made in the past that everyone has said about you and Pap. She didn't say anything that was groundbreaking or different, right? Remy this whole time, you know what I'm saying? She put out Why You Effing Lying. I thought that would have been the message for Claressa to just shut it up, shut it down. Threw out another shade, you know what I'm saying? Always the one, never the two. Told him find something stupid to play with, he picked you. And ever since you left Remix, I thought at that point it would have clocked for Claressa, like, you know what I'm saying? But I think a couple of things are going to happen. Either there's going to be some hate on this new album that Remy's going to come out with that I believe she is slating to debut at the end of August tentatively. Or she's going to drop another diss record beforehand. Because it gets to a point. So why are y'all here? What has happened, right? Cardi B has released a new song, y'all. Cardi B has released a new song. And what I want to get into is what Remy posted. Because there's two things she posted that we got to talk about, that we got to get into. And I want to quickly get into the lyrics that I believe is also a response to Claressa. So Remy tags Cardi B and says Big Bronx SHIT, right? But it was the part of the song that Remy had, highlighted in her Instagrammy stories that I want to get into, which I believe is the chorus. And that is, 304s want me to care about them so bad. Girl, I ain't worried about none of these ninjas. Can't flex on me with something I had. Can't flex on me with something I had, right? So I feel like it's shots fired to Claressa. You can't flex on me by popping out with my husband when I've been with him for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? That's not a flex. I know the good and the bad and the ugly with that dude. You're not flexing on nothing. And so then the lyrics say, I'm laughing like, ah, ha, 304, suck my DICK. I'm like, ah, ha. Let me see if, what was her, Tasha K? That said that she didn't like Remy Ma saying that. Are you going to come out and say that about Cardi B? Anyways, 304, suck my DICK. I'm like, ah, ha. Let me post my little pic. I'm like, ah, ha. Let me show off my fit. I'm like, ah, ha. Look broke, witch with a B, you wish. Now, it cuts off right before that last lyric, look broke, witch, you wish. You know what I'm saying? But I need Remy on the remix. I need Remy on the remix, right? So that's what Remy posted, right? Then Remy posted this, you guys. So that is Remy laughing and saying, run them streams up, and tags Cardi B, right? Cardi B, of course, you know what I'm saying, reposts Remy and says that's her girl with crazy eyes emojis, heart emojis, you know what I'm saying, hand signed emojis, all of the things, right? So I've come to the conclusion, you know what I'm saying, like not number one, this is a real friendship. This is a real friendship. And if Remy's not going to be on the remix, I think Remy should just go ahead and unleash whatever diss record that she has that is a part 2 to Why You Effing Lying, since Claressa keeps running her mouth about you. And not just running her mouth about you, still copying everything that you're doing. But I found that those lyrics very interesting, right? Basically, 304s want me to care about them so bad. Claressa is daring for Remy to pay attention to her, daring for Remy Ma to acknowledge her, and Remy Ma is paying her absolute dust. Girl, I ain't worried about none of these, right? Basically, Remy's unbothered, but you want Remy to be bothered so bad, and it's not going to happen, Claressa, right? Can't flex on me with something that I had. If you're popping out with somebody's husband, that is not a flex. And not just somebody's husband, but somebody's husband that threw him out, that had to expose y'all in order for her husband to stop sleeping on the couch. So you think it's a flex that for the past couple of years you've been out here in public with a married man that refuses to divorce and get a divorce decree, a finalized, legally binding divorce decree that says that man is single, like a Pringle, and you do not have anything to flex on the people about. It's not, Remy don't care. Remy's leveled up without her husband. You think that Remy's husband is a prize. You think that So-So D is a prize. And so that's why Remy's laughing. That's why she posted that laughing video. Because who's the one that looks like the goofy? Who's the one that looks like the idiot? Who is the one that looks like a clown? Who is the one that looks like the pick-me? Who is the one that looks like they're begging like he sweat for a married man to be single for them? You know what I'm saying? And that's why Claressa tries to flip it and reverse it. Oh, they're separated. Where? Where's the legal documentation to support that? Not all states acknowledge a legal separation. And Remy herself has never even said no foolishness like that. And so that's why, you know, again, Cardi's like, 3 or 4 suck my D. I'm like, let me post my little pic. Yeah, that's why Remy is posting away these new looks, these new styles, because she don't care. She don't care. She's got options. She's got real heavy hitters, real men with money and status that will blow a bag on her, and she ain't got to do nothing because she's Remy Ma. That's what you're missing, Claressa. You got to do everything for Remy's husband. So how is it that you think that you have the prize? If you have to go out of your way to spend all this money on him and give him opportunities through Salida Promotions and Win Records and everything else, and then they're still trying to copy Remy's Remy Network with Win Records Network and trying to apply it to boxing and entertainment and all this other foolishness. No. And then says, look broke witch, you wish. Because ultimately, it's giving broke, five broke, you ain't got it. It is giving you are draining your finances to keep a married man around. Make it make sense. That is, you know what I'm saying? The ultimate level of embarrassment. And the worst part about it is you're doing all of this for a married man who is using the crap out of you. And you couldn't put those thousands of dollars of good use to help out your family that's struggling. You couldn't put that to use into your own personal brand, your own personal career, and spending money for all these photo shoots to just model Papoose' daughter's lip gloss. It's not the flex that you think it is, especially when you're trying to recreate moments from, you know, Pap and Remy's anniversary party or birthday theme parties or what Remy wears in music videos or performances or all of the things. You're not doing anything that's original. You're not trend setting nothing. And all this to model Pap's daughter's lip gloss is weird. And the fact that you don't see that they just see you as money bags is crazy. It's insane. But I'm here for the shade, y'all. I am here for all of the shade because Claressa looks silly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you think messing with somebody's leftovers, somebody that they put out the house, is a flex? It's not. It's not. Because you're the same person that is desperate to keep him around, to book that Aruba trip around Remy Ma's birthday, to show up unannounced to a concert that Pap purposefully arranged for his mom and his family to go to because he knew that you wouldn't like those artists, and you abandoned your obligations. You were double booked that weekend. You abandoned your obligations that weekend to run up on that concert in hopes and just to make sure that nobody else was there or that Pap didn't see Remy that entire Mother's Day weekend. So you do all this foolishness and all this madness on the internet, hoping and, you know, begging for Remy to acknowledge you. But you can't flex on her. You can't flex on her with somebody she's already had, with somebody she's already been with. That's not a flex. You have Remy's leftovers. You have Remy's baggage. You have Remy's trash that she took out. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a flex. And that's why you look silly out here answering these questions about how much longer you're going to entertain a married man. And you want to get mad at the interviewer instead of being mad at yourself. instead of being mad at the married man who promised you that things were going to be done with him and his wife, and it's going to happen in never, ever, ever land, Claressa. So anyways, y'all, that is it for this video. I need y'all to do me the biggest favor. I need y'all to do y'all biggest one, and that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. There's that. That is it. That is all. Es todo es final. Es finito. Es the end of the road. It's the end line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.